I might call her a hippie, and she might call me, Republican.
What about your political views, though? Where did they come from?
Well, I definitely influenced by my parents. I like to consider I would not like to say I'm very, very conservative, because social issues that touch on our generation, I understand more than someone else.
What's your view on gay rights, for example?
Well, with gay rights, they should not be discriminated. You know what I mean? It's a personal choice. It's their life. I'm kind of torn on the issue of gay marriage. I'm leaning more towards the no.
What about abortion? What's your view on abortion rights?
I think that people should also have that right to choose, what goes on in their lives and what goes on with their bodies.
Abortion should be a thing that is rare but safe. And I know there's laws being passed, in the U.S. about having restrictions on it, and I really don't have any problems with that.
Where do you get your news, and what news do you believe that you see, read, hear?
Well, I think it's unfortunate, but I think it's a fact that almost all news stations tend to be biased in some way or another. I'm going to use Fox News, and I'm going to use CNN. You turn to one, you see one side of the story, you turn to the other, and you see not a completely different, but a different view. Not to say that they're lying, but I'm just saying you can skew different views to paint a different picture.
I get New York Times delivered daily on email, so I usually do the internet news.
Do you think the New York Times is biased?
Oh yeah, definitely.
So how do you know what to trust?
I don't really necessarily trust any of it.
Among 18 to 25-year-olds, almost 2/3 say they get most of their news on television. Only a quarter say newspapers, and 30% go online.
I think they're just indifferent to the news media. I think they don't see the news media talking to them. I think they don't see them caring about their topics. I think that they certainly don't see people their age talking to them. So I think that my favorite quote was the person who said, if the news is that important, it'll find me. It's, why do I need the news? What does it do for me? And for most people, it doesn't. They don't think that it affects their daily life, so why should they bother?